shit, guys. Fire our shit.
Well, howdy folks, and welcome back to your home port. Today I'm going to give you the lowdown on the soon-to-be-released Tier 5 Premium Italian battleship, Giulio Cesare. This ship was provided by Wargaming North America so that I could look it over, play test it, and then come back to you with information on its capabilities and my honest opinion on whether or not I would spend my own hard-earned real-world currency on it. Giulio Cesare was one of 3 Conti de Cavour class dreadnought battleships laid down in 1910 and commissioned into the Royal Navy June 7, 1914. She was rebuilt between 1933 and 1937 with improved guns, armor, and a sizable speed increase from the more powerful machinery, and ended up serving in both World Wars. Transferred to the Soviet Union in 1949, she was a training ship until she ran into an old German mine in 1955 and sunk with the loss of over 600 men. Here in World of Warships, though, all of our old friends live on, and Cesare is quite a capable battleship at Tier 5, competitively spec'd and equipped against her tier mates. Looking at the armor, I would say that Cesare is not as well armored as the German König at Tier 5, but is superior to the New York and Congo class ships, likely due to its much later in life rebuild than the other ships. The Citadel armor ranges from 6 to 80 millimeters, which is alright, but it sticks up out of the water quite substantially over almost its entire length. That's a definite weakness. In these circumstances, the casemate armor is a welcome addition, with plating ranging from 13 to 250 millimeters, again not as strong as König, but superior to Congo and New York. The forward half of the casemate armor also has an extra 19 millimeter section of auxiliary room armor above it. Main barbette armor is quite strong, with plate ranging from 70 millimeters to 280 millimeters, and the superstructure's 19 millimeter is competitive with some extra in the conning tower up to 260 millimeters. That's the place to be in the fight. Bow and stern plating of 19 millimeters will stand up to 10.5 inch caliber shells when met bow or stern on. You gotta have that good angling there. As well, these sections see extension of the armor belts towards bow and stern with anything from 85 to 130 millimeters. Torpedo bulkheads contribute to the alright 21.5% torpedo damage reduction abilities as well. So yes, pretty well armored, but that only lets Cesare take a punch. But can she dish it out? Yes, she can indeed, actually. Armed with 10 12-inch guns in 2 dual and 2 triple turrets, Cesare has ample firepower to cause concern to even Tier 7 battleships, although she would most likely not survive such an engagement due to her inferior armor. 30-second reload time is completely reasonable for weapons of this size, and the 180-degree rotation of 36 seconds is really good, actually. 16.4 kilometers is not the best firing range in the tier, but it is definitely competitive, as is the maximum damage for the AP ammunition of 9,700 hit points. HE ammo is blessed with a 34% chance to start a fire, which is very good indeed, and the good shell velocity of 830 meters per second of both AP and HE ensures your rounds get there before your enemy has turned his sail away in another direction. I am not a fan of low velocity ammunition. Cesare's secondary armament consists of 8 100mm guns and 12 120mm guns, both calibers having a range of 4.8 kilometers, the 100mm firing HE rounds every 6 seconds, while the 120mm fires armor-piercing every 6 seconds. Cesare's anti-aircraft defenses do not appear to be worthy of confidence, but honestly, I've had some good experiences, despite their range being anywhere from 2 to 4 kilometers. In the end, though, I think you have to go with the numbers and know that these are not going to keep any aircraft carrier from dropping bombs or torpedoes on you. Good thing you've got a good turning circle of only 640 meters and a high speed of 27 knots. Rudder shift time is competitive in its tier at 13 seconds, but anything you can do to make that better will only be a positive. Of course, if they can't find you, they can't shoot you. And if your captain has the concealment expert skill researched, you can reduce your at-sea detectability to 11.4 kilometers. Now that's really good for a massive battleship. So, do you think you would spend your hard-earned cashola on this ship? Would I spend my own hard-earned cash here? I would indeed, actually. This ship can dish it out to higher tier battleships when it needs to. It's fast enough to arrive in the nick of time to save the day or get away from trouble. Cruisers, watch out for this one. Well folks, there you have it. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below. If you really enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button. Let me know in the comments. As well, be sure to visit my social media pages, both on Facebook and Twitter. This is where I post info that, well, not belonging in a video, it's worth taking a look at. I would also like to give a shout out to my Patreon supporters. Links to all things in the video description. Alright folks, thanks very much for stopping by and watching. I'll catch you next time.